Hey everyone, Alan Bauer here in Bay City, Michigan, and I have an absolutely amazing video for you today. And I just figured this out here. Everything came across great, going through some articles and things like this, and a light bulb came on. So what this one is going to be, research has shown that CBD and CBDA provide the best results when they work together. Now keep that in mind, and I'll go on a little bit further. This is especially the case if the condition is a result of the improper regulation of multiple systems throughout the body. Recent studies have shown that CBDA can help enhance the potency of CBD so that users can take smaller amounts while retaining the same level of effectiveness. So you may want to play that over again on the video a few times or even write it down. I'm going to put this in a blog too, so it'll be right there. But now that I've put that out there, what I want to do is go back because I saw some things that were talking about the 5 differences between CBD and CBDA. So of course, number one, without CBDA, there is no CBD. CBDA is the precursor to CBD. So if you look closely at the fresh hemp, you would find very little CBD in there and very high amounts of CBDA. CBD only becomes a thing when raw hemp is heated to cause decarboxylation. So everything's CBDA until you heat it up and then it turns into CBD. So this is also true of THC, the stuff that gets you high as well. So before you have THC, you actually have THCA, which is not psychoactive at all. Without decarboxylation, which is heating it up, you wouldn't get any psychoactive reaction. So you could take like a marijuana plant that's out there that's full of THC, and you could eat that thing. You could blend it up, you could drink it, turn it into a juice. You can't get high off it. Heat that bad boy up though and take a drink of that, or smoke it or whatever to heat it up, you're going to get very high with the THC. So that's the first thing. So number 2, CBDA is better for nausea, is what the studies have shown here. So CBDA has potent effects against nausea and vomiting in a lab setting. 2013 animal study that they explored not only CBDA's ability to reduce nausea and vomiting, but it also has a potential to enhance relevant 5-HT1-alpha receptor activation. And I'm not going to go real deep into that, but just keep in mind CBDA is actually up to 1,000 times better than CBDA, CBDA is up to 1,000 times better than CBD when it comes to nausea and vomiting. All right, so, and I'm not making medical claims here, I'm just showing what this article here that I found, what they talk about. So they talk about where CBD, where it's more beneficial than CBDA for certain symptoms, and where CBDA is more beneficial than CBD for certain symptoms. And some of them have both here, but so on CBD, studies have shown that CBD can help improve general well-being and help treat a variety of health problems, including acne, addiction, Alzheimer's disease, anxiety, cancer, depression, diabetes, epilepsy, heart disease, inflammation, insomnia, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, nausea and vomiting, and stroke. And again, I'm just reading off the article here. I'm not making medical claims, but these are what the studies have shown. So that was CBD. Now CBDA, on the other hand, has gotten significantly less attention from research community in comparison to CBD. But what they recently found out is that CBDA actually works better than CBD when it comes to arthritis, anxiety, bacterial infection, cancer, inflammation, nausea and vomiting, pain, psychotic disorders, and seizures. Now the interesting thing is CBD and CBDA both have some things that they both help with, which was anxiety, cancer, inflammation, nausea, and vomiting. But the CBDA, of course, in those areas came out better, up to 1,000 times better. And then it says, research has shown that CBD and CBDA provide the best results when they work together. This is what I read at the beginning here. This is especially the case if the condition is a result of improper regulation of multiple systems throughout the body. Recent studies have shown that CBDA can help enhance the potency of CBD so that users can take smaller amounts while retaining the same level of effectiveness. And I read that again. I want to read that at the beginning because that's the most important part. Because what we've been doing, we're trying to have this argument between which is better, CBD or CBDA. And of course, that brings us up to number 4 here. The bottom line is one's not better than the other. They may be better in certain things, but the bottom line is they're best when they work together. So number 4, what they're talking about here is CBDA is harder to find. So we have that in our 10X Pure products. The 10X Pure 500 milligram and 1500 milligram. We got a little bit of CBDA in there, and the rest is all CBD, which is either 500 or 1500 milligrams. But now in our Super Gold 1000, we actually there's 1000 milligrams of cannabinoids total in there. 300 of that is CBDA, and the other 700 is CBD. So again, this is where they work together. Now, outside of our product, the only way to really get CBDA is if you had raw, uncooked marijuana or hemp, and that can be difficult to find. Even in areas where it is legal, like here in Michigan where I live, it's legal, but it may be impossible to find it at local dispensaries. Even if you do manage to score some raw cannabis leaves or flowers, you'd have to refrigerate that just like you would any green leafy vegetable, like salads, anything like that, because it's going to decompose and go rancid on you. So if you were right there and you were able to take the hemp plant or marijuana plant and blend it up, put it into a juice and drink it, you're going to get that CBDA right then. But again, how do you measure that? How do you know how much to have? How long is that going to last? Like maybe a week in the fridge? I mean, it's going to start decomposing. We just had another exploratory study with our Super Gold 1000. After 16 months in the bottle, they wanted to find out, hey, how far did this 300 milligrams of CBDA, did it break down into CBD? It didn't. 100% of it was still there. This is huge. We are the only company that can actually keep the CBDA from breaking down, get it to the consumer, take it, and it goes to your target area. Nobody else has that. Nobody. The doctors can do a synthetic version now. They just discovered how to do a synthetic version, but we are the only company, unless you're juicing it raw right there all the time, which most of us don't have access to that. Even if you did, it's not going to last very long. You're going to have about a week shelf life on it at the most, and it's going to break down. It's hard to measure. So we have the only product. That's why nobody else is talking about CBDA. Even if they know it's better to have CBD and CBDA combined, they don't have it. We have a patented process on it. Nobody else has that out there. This is huge, very huge. And the final thing they talk about is CBDA has different working mechanisms. So both CBD and CBDA have a positive impact on the body's endocannabinoid system, which is designed to regulate and balance and regulate the balance and immune response, metabolism, mood, cellular communications, and other important bodily functions. They don't interact directly with the main receptors of the endocannabinoid system, but they both can activate and inhibit other receptors to keep the body healthy. So like the CBD oil, the best that you get, what it does, it reacts with, and excuse me if I pronounce any of these wrong, I'm not a scientist, not trying to be one here, but it reacts with the adenosine, serotonin, and vanilloid receptors that mediate pain, anxiety, depression, inflammation, and other conditions. CBD also inhibits the CPR55 receptor to improve blood pressure, bone density, and the body's cancer-fighting abilities. CBDA, on the other hand, works by blocking the activities of receptors that are responsible for causing inflammation, such as a COX-2 inhibitor. So this is also how many anti-inflammatory medications, such as ibuprofen, work. Because CBDA blocks the receptors that cause inflammation, it can help reduce inflammation, seizures, and symptoms of a number of diseases. So to get the greatest benefit from both CBD and CBDA, you can opt for the full spectrum CBD oil with the CBDA. So again, bottom line here, we need to stop having this conversation about what's better, CBD or CBDA. They work best together because we don't know what's going on in our body, which systems are off. CBD and CBDA affect different systems. So again, the hemp plant, pure CBDA until you heat it up. Now that's good to heat it up to get the CBD because some of those have to be heated up to activate that CBD where it can work on some symptoms that the CBDA is not. But then you want to keep some raw, which keeps some raw hemp with the CBDA in it, and that's where we put the 10x pure to protect that. So that helps the other systems. So you got CBDA or CBD working on one hand, CBDA working on the other hand, and they both affect different systems in our body and different diseases and stuff and symptoms that they can help with. And when you mix them together, you also, with the CBDA, you get all the terpenes and everything. It's a huge synergistic effect, unlike anything else can do. So you don't want just CBD oil, even if you had CBD oil with terpenes and there's no CBDA, you're not going to get the best benefit from it. Just like we wouldn't want something that was just pure CBDA because you wouldn't get the benefits of the CBD. You need both of them. So you have both of them plus all the terpenes. That's what we really need. And there's one place to get it, other than if you're going to juice the raw hemp plant right at your own place and drink it down right then. The only place to get it is CTFO's 10x Pure Gold Super 1000 product that we have. So that's all I got for you. I'm going to put this in a blog too, so I know it's a lot that I covered on the video, but I'm going to put it in the blog, and then you got everything right there too on the notes. So talk to you later.